Hey gang, it's me again. I've got a couple of little things on my mind here that just aggravate me to no end. I know probably it shouldn't, but it does. I've probably been called all kinds of names, a conspiracy theorist, and all kinds of things like this, but I'm just really totally fed up with the way things are going here lately. One was this guy that, or wasn't a guy, was a female principal in Georgia. She definitely got me riled up. How dare her? I mean, how dare her at a graduation ceremony disrupt the proceedings because she didn't like the way people reacted to some kid's speech. So she's going to get up there and then she's going to start saying all the black people. Excuse me. It's time for her to wake up and smell a frickin' coffee. Lady, you were fired, and I got news for you. You will never, ever, ever be able to get a job working with children, in the education system, or anything else for that matter. Because that kind of stuff is going to follow you for the rest of your life. You might as well just go build yourself a cardboard box on top of Stone Mountain in Georgia and stay there. Because ain't nobody going to want to be around you. Your family should distance themselves from you. Everybody should distance themselves from you. And then she's got the gall to say God has forgiven her. No. I'm sorry. God's a lot of things, but God ain't forgiven that because that was just pure ignorance and hate. I don't care what anybody says. She can sit there and say, well, I had a lapse of judgment. I had this, I had that. Don't make a damn bit of difference to me. It was pure, unadulterated hate. Now it's time to stop it. Okay, that's enough of that rant. Okay. Judge Jeannie. Somebody, Charles Patrick, posted this. Judge Jeannie. And I agree 100% with what Judge Jeannie says. It's too little too late, America. You had better get used to the fact that the Muslims run the country, you don't. We're not a Christian nation anymore. We're a Muslim nation. Get used to it. All you women, better start getting ready to wear burqas. Yeah, that's right. There ain't going to be no more mini skirts, bikinis, any of that crap. You better get used to it. You want to know why? I can tell you exactly why. Because we are not a stand-up country anymore. You've probably got, let's see, in the military, I would roughly say we've got about 1 million personnel serving. 1 million personnel on active duty, plus another 1 million inactive and retired veterans and stuff. That isn't enough to protect this country for you lazy, shiftless, spineless, politically correct idiots that want to let the Muslims run the show. Only thing that Judge Jeannie said that I don't agree with was the part about the flag. I think it's time for our congressman to dig out that bill that was proposed to be passed in 2005, and it didn't. They just let it slip through the cracks. It was to protect the American flag. That it would be a crime if you desecrated the American flag by walking on it, stomping on it, spitting on it, whatever. That would be considered a crime. I know for a fact as a veteran, I catch you doing it, I don't care what you think you're going to do, because you're going to be picking yourself up, spitting your teeth out because you're walking on my flag. That flag means freedom to me. That flag means a lot of my comrades in arms didn't come back from overseas. They didn't get to come home and enjoy the life that I enjoy now and that you enjoy, because they gave the ultimate sacrifice for your freedoms, not mine. Your freedoms. I earned my freedoms. The rest of you have been given to you by veterans like myself and our fallen comrades. Don't ever forget that, because I guarantee you, you're going to come crying to us and the military, oh, help us, help us, when the Muslims walk into the White House, put up their Muslim flags and start building mosques on every street corner, and telling women you got to wear burqas, telling men that, well, you got to do this. Your wife gets out of line, kick the shit out of her, or bury her in the ground, and we'll throw stones at her, or we'll just chop her head off, and all this good crap. Because, ooh, I upset the Prophet Muhammad. Excuse me, I don't care. I mean, you know, it's good to have respect for other people's religions. It's a good thing. But you've got to learn to laugh. You can't have music with Muslim religion. You can't go to dances. You can't drink. You can't do a damn thing. So, you people think you got it, oh, nothing's going to change? Well, I got news for you, buddy. You had better stand the hell by, because everything you think that you can get away with now and have been getting away with, thanks to the American veteran, that's all coming to a screeching halt. And you know what? I'm about half-ass tempted to go up in the mountains of Washington, and I know a lot of places up there where I can go up and hide, and you stupid assholes will never find my ass. And just say, oh well, don't concern me, I got nothing to do with it. They brought it on themselves. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if a lot of veterans are going to do the same thing. We'll look out for ourselves. The rest of you spineless, don't want to stand up to Congress, don't want to stand up to the president, don't want to stand up for your rights and what is right and what's wrong. Oh well, I have no sympathy for you. None whatsoever. Because you brought it on yourselves. You wouldn't listen to people like Judge Jeannie, myself, others who, and I'm just a simple dumbass country boy, raised in a small-ass little mining town in northeastern Washington. A lot of you folks on here know me. And you know where we lived. And you know we know a lot of places up there where we can just disappear and you ain't finding us. And you ain't going to get close to us. Because we'll see you coming before you ever see us. So, here's what I'm saying, America. Wake the hell up or get the hell on down the road, because that's the way it's going to be. And it's already starting to be too late, because people like Judge Jeannie and myself, you guys think we're a bunch of crackpots. We ain't crackpots. We just watching this country go right down the sewer, right down into the sewers and be swallowed up. Sure, almost every country in the world that has Muslims in it hate us. Why? I can tell you why. And it's been going on for 60 years or longer. I can tell you why. We keep sticking our nose in where it don't fucking belong. Period. Yeah, that's right. I said the F word. I dropped it on you. We give aid to these countries. And, you know, and I'm not against giving aid to people, but you don't put a stipulation on it where, oh, you got to do it this way. You got to run your government this way, or you don't get the money. No. If you're going to help somebody, you help them. You don't put stipulations on shit. Not when it comes to helping people. You know, everybody sits there and says, oh, the Muslim religion's not that bad. This is not that bad. Yeah. Right. Okay, I remember 200 and some odd little girls in Africa that got kidnapped. Gee, isn't that amazing? And that was a Muslim that did that. Did we lift a finger to go get them kids out? No. Why? I can tell you why. Because we got leaders who don't give a rat's ass. That's why. So people, and we've got a leader in office right now who's selling us down the river to Iran with some phony baloney nuclear weapons deal, nuclear plan and stuff that just, I'm sorry. Them crazy people do not need the ability of nuclear anything, period. And the sooner you guys wake up and smell the coffee, the better off you're going to be. But to get this country back on its feet, you got a long fight ahead of you. It's what my mother used to say. You've got a long road to hoe. Because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be an uphill fight all the goddamn way. This country used to be one of the most prosperous, respected nations in the world. But you know what? We're not anymore. You want to know why? I can tell you why. Companies like Reebok, HP, Zenith, well, they're no longer around, but General Motors, Ford, all of them. We don't have a steel company in this country anymore. We don't make our own steel. We used to have the best steel in the world. You know where our steel comes from now? Japan. And it's owned by an American company, but it's made in Japan. U.S. Steel is made in Japan. Not America. No. So when you see these commercials, say, oh, proudly made in the U.S., no, it's not. They might assemble it here, but it ain't made here. I'll guarantee you it's not made here. It might be assembled here, but it ain't made here. So wake up, people. These countries, or these companies that want to send shit overseas, you know, their jobs overseas, their companies overseas, manufacture everything overseas. This is what we have to do. Oh, you want to be overseas? Fine. And you want to bring your product back into this country to sell? Okay, fine. Not a problem. We'll let you do that. You're going to pay 500% tariff. If you're going to sell your shoes for $100 a piece, guess what? Or $100 a pair? It's going to cost you $600 to bring one pair into this country. Let's see you do it that way. You ain't going to make no money. See, they're doing it for a tax break. They need a tax break? I'm sorry. Well, I'm done with my rant, but I am so disappointed in the American people. They have become nothing but a bunch of spineless twits. The only ones who got any guts and any spine are us vets anymore, it seems like. All the rest of you guys walking around smelling the roses and drinking your coffee from Starbucks and stuff, going, oh, everything's fine, it's all hunky-dory, yeah. Well, when there ain't no more Starbucks, and there ain't no more Sears and Roebuck, and there ain't no more this, and there ain't no more that, because it offends the Muslims. Think about it. When that flag isn't flying over your school anymore, or over your post office, or over your city hall anymore, the red, white, and blue, think about it. When you're looking up at some stupid Muslim flag, think about it. Then the tears will start to roll, and you know what? You come up crying to me about it, you know what I'm going to say? I don't give a rat's ass, your problem, not mine. I told you, you wouldn't listen. Don't be a bunch of dumbasses, people, okay? Take care, Facebook friends and family. And please, pay attention to what I'm saying. This is not a joke anymore. It's serious, Very, very serious. Have a good one, friends.